Hello everyone, Bill here again. In my next installment of Growing Your Church or Growing Your Ministry, I'm actually going to touch on something that most of you are just going to roll your eyes, and you're going to roll your eyes so loud and so hard, I'm going to hear it through the internet. I want to let you know about a very strange thing that actually does work, and it's called making your own flyer. As I've shared before in my previous video, I used to attend a church that was church in a box. Well, the thing is that we were kind of a fledgling, struggling church, and then finally what we decided to do is call up a service, and what they did was that we gave them our flyers, and what it is that through their personal mailing list, they mailed out these flyers. We gave them many, many of them, and they mailed it out to our community around us. This was an explosion that actually worked. What we did was that we sent them quite a number of these flyers, and we went from a church of maybe about 150, 200 people, and we grew to well over 600, 800 people within 18 months. And this is how effective it worked. What we did is we just basically, the flyers went out once a week, every other week for like a year. And this just caused the church to grow exponentially. And we were very pleased with it. Unfortunately, the company went out of business. I forget the precise year of when the federal government had mandated that if you wish to get on the do not mail list, do not call list, basically these companies went out of business overnight because so many people signed up for it. If you remember, the computer that handled this actually crashed, and you had to sign up again, and it took like a week. But thousands upon thousands, if not millions and millions of people signed up for it. So these companies that had thousands upon thousands of mailings went down to a mere few hundred, and they essentially went out of business. So, that's the way that is. So if you want to do a flyer thing, you want to do it not only just for inside your own congregation to promote a ministry, but you also want to do it to help reach out to the community around you. Now, let me tell you a little funny story that happened on a personal level. One of the things is that I have a brother, and he has a side business, which became his main business for many years. And what it is that he was a scrapper or a recycler. What he would do is he would drive around in his truck. He would go, and whoever put out their metal scrap out in their front yard for garbage pickup, he would come by, scoop it up, and he would take it to the recycling center, and he would recycle it and get the money. This was actually a very profitable business for him. And it, like I said, it made him money. Well, I forget exactly how he managed to do this, but he actually managed to get on the radio. And what it is that it was a talk show, and what it is that he drove to the studio, and he got in the air, and he promoted it, and why he does it, and, be very green, recycle, tree hugging, all that stuff. And they had thousands and thousands of listeners, and we told the county we lived in, and like this, and phone numbers and stuff. And we were really excited that this was actually going to work and just really take his scrap mailing service to the next level. We got 2 phone calls. And it was quite discerning, and it was quite, disappointing because we were all hyped up over it. Well, a few weeks later, because we were just thinking, okay, well, people are waiting to get their scrap ready or whatever and call. Well, they didn't call. So what we did, we've always had the flyers. I just decided, okay, look, I'm going to print up 100 flyers, and we're just going to drive around, and we're going to just drop these flyers off at people's doors. Literally, before we gave away the last flyer, we were getting phone calls on our cell phones saying, yes, we've got scrap here, come take away my own lawnmower, or hey, take this away, take that away. Literally, we got the next 4 or 5 days, it was nonstop, go, 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 pick up this, pick up that, pick up this. Why? Because we handed out a flyer. Now, I want to say this now, and I'll say it again. Is doing a flyer amateurish? Yes. Is making a flyer, handing out flyers archaic? Yes. Does it work? Yes, it does. I want to show you 2 things here. Now, this is a fake flyer. I just made this up. Okay, this is just a flyer. What you want to do is something like this. Church name, what you're all about, time and place, address, website. Yes, have a website. Okay, and this is it. This is all you really have to do. But this is just a standard white piece of paper. You go on the other side, it's blank. Okay, now this is the first mistake. One, you do not want your flyer on white paper. This becomes invisible. White paper is so common, we don't actually see it. Okay, and then again, it's blank on the other side. Okay, this is what you need to do. Okay, here's the exact same type, everything. All I did was, okay, here it is in yellow paper, but what I did was I printed it on both sides. Now, what I've done several times, I work within a ministry within my church. We have a church building and everything else. I'm trying to promote the ministry. What I do is I print these things up. I print these up as a template. Then I actually go to Office Depot, Office Max. Okay, walk in there. They say, this is what I want. I hand them my one flyer. Okay, and I just tell them print them on both sides. Okay, no problem. $15, 100 copies, in, out, done, boom. Okay, and it's printed on both sides. This is what you need to do if you're, like I said, you're a ministry that wants to get busy and you want to hand it out with inside the church congregation, or if you're a new church and you want to promote your church. That is what you need to do. Print up a flyer, go down to whatever office printing company that's in your community, and what you need to do is get a lot of these things printed up on both sides on non-white paper. This is yellow. You can use any color you want, really, but just don't use white, and print it up on both sides. And what you need to do is literally take your flyer and go door to door to door within the nucleus of your church where you meet, and just spread out from the nucleus. Okay, and that is what you need to do if you want to promote your church. If you, like I said, if you're a church in a box, you meet in a public school, but you want to grow, that is what you need to do. Go in your community and spread out from there. Get those flyers out. Now, I'm actually going to bring up the flyer thing several times throughout the series of this video. So there you go. So please check out the rest of my videos here on my channel. And thank you all, and see you all next time.